Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you wherever you may be. So we got a new trailer for the New Mutants. We're just going to check this out. And I will just say ahead of time, uh, for those of you who leave comments, which I always ask, I appreciate it. But yes, I know I need a better camera and all. No need to criticize on that. Now, if any of y'all want to donate me bokus of bucks to get more, then hey, yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and get one now. But anyways, I digress. That's a whole other thing. Let's check out what's going on with the New Mutants, and I'll get into all that after we watch it.
What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
Danny Moonstar.
He said we had to run. The reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. You're not alone. Not anymore. Do you know what mutants are? Would anyone like to share their first time? Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream. I just lost control.
Sam?
I started panicking. People got hurt.
Roberto?
My girlfriend had burned her.
Liliana?
I killed 18 men, one by one. This isn't a hospital, it's a cage.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I saw something I don't think she wanted me to see. I don't think we're here to get better.
This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills you.
Who's there? We can get out of this together.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch that through one more time quickly. And I'm gonna probably stop and comment as we go through this, but nope, Grace, sorry.
What's the last thing you remember, Danny?
He said we had to run.
The reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. You're not alone. Not anymore. Do you know what mutants are?
Okay, so first I'm gonna say this. When I first saw, I guess what last week that the new trailer was coming, I was wondering what they were gonna do because as if you're a fan of the X-Men movies, or especially if you're a comic fan, um, and you know about the whole, of course, Disney bought Fox, yada yada yada. Hence, the X Men are going to be coming to the MCU. Period. The question for New Mutants has been, will what are they going to do with this film? Because obviously it's been delayed and delayed and delayed for reshoots and this and that. And then there was a report that now apparently the what we get in the theaters will be the director. I can't remember his name right offhand, but his original cut, which is supposed to be a horror vibe, which obviously this trailer gives. But then, like I said, then they supposedly changed it to add a character and to make it less horror But I guess through all this stuff and everything, it has gone back to it, which is a good thing, I guess, because Disney, Marvel have liked it. But the thing I was going to say is that I was kind of hoping deep, a small little percentage deep down in my heart, that somehow this movie, that if they were still releasing it, which again obviously says 20th Century Fox, it's still technically Fox, I guess, so the X Men universe or whatever, that somehow they would merge this in, they'd be able to merge it into the MCU, because if not, I know a lot of people were like, well, why release this still, or I mean as far as a theatrical movie, when you're just going to end up rebooting the franchises, whatever they may be, in so many years. Which they could pull something. So, anyways, the one thing I'll say before we get back is that kind of in my own little nerd fantasy heart, I was like, it would be so freaking awesome if we go to watch this trailer and we see the actual Marvel Studios banner comes up. But obviously, that's not happening. So,
Would anyone like to share their first time? Rain?
I was 13. I thought it was a dream. I just lost control.
okay, so we can't see much, but we see her starting to change into a wolf. So hopefully that's done right.
Sam?
I started panicking. People got hurt.
Okay, and we see Sam, I guess the actual vibrations, they're going to turn that into his blasting, so we'll see. And like I knew that Sunspot was in here, but in the last trailer, we really didn't get him any other. Only shot we had got of him was his hand in that like washer dryer or whatever. So
Roberto?
My girlfriend had burned hair.
and there you go. If there's any doubt that this is going to be a horror, there's your first indication. I mean, he says it. He burned his girlfriend, and it's not he's just telling a story. You see her hand come up. So obviously, it's not the girl he actually burned and killed, but as it later says in this, it's his worst fear.
Ileana?
I killed 18 men, one by one.
And I love this. They kept from the first trailer this remix of "Leave Those Kids Alone."
This isn't a hospital, it's a cage.
It's important we find out your power so we can help you get better.
I saw something I don't think she wanted me to see. I don't think we're here to get better.
This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it until it kills.
Okay, kind of a Silent Hill feel, if you will, with the whole dissolving, like turning to blackness, mold, ash, or whatever. I like that, and that I like for we see for Sam, like in that last shot down in the mines, which the Guthrie family are a family, or the big thing in where they're from in Kentucky is mining, and he needed to get away from that. So that's good to see. Here, Rain, we see the aspect of, well, like we saw her earlier when she said first started changing. She was in the church. There we see all these graves in a cemetery, which her character is very religious. So it's good to see that they are keeping from, it looks like, the core of who these characters really are.
You.
Who's there? We can get out of this together.
Okay, and of course we see Sunspot there in all his like black sun glory, if you will. Let's see if we go back to this shot for a second. Uh, Okay, I just missed it. Oh, there he goes. Um, and then we get Ileana has the freaking soul sword. So, and we'll see in a minute. At first, I saw the shot. It's like, okay, so they're gonna go straight into the demon aspect of it, and I mean, is it gonna say that's part of her mutant power, hence the magics, or because I didn't see the teleportation disc, which is part of her power as well. But then we do see that. So okay, and then like I said, so yeah, we see her porting, landing the demon bear. Um, so yeah, it looks interesting. I mean, it looks interesting. I mean, I was gonna watch it no matter what, whether it was released in theater or dropped on Hulu or whatever. But it looks pretty good. I mean, as far as what we're given, um, and of course, me and my X Men fan nerd brain wonders, are they gonna mention in this one movie, which I guess is going to be a just purely standalone, or I mean, are they going to mention the X Men? I have no idea, as that Fox regime Empire X Men is now done. Um, hmm. Yeah, they're just questions regarding this movie. But I mean, I was wondering, it's like, so are they going to mention Limbo and so was it Mephisto or Belasco? But Hell and the demons and all that. Is that all going to be part of this? Just so many questions, so many questions. Um, but yeah, it looks very interesting. And again, what's the release date? April 3rd. Okay, not too far away. Um, so as I said, from kind of right when we began the rewatch through the second time, what is this going to be? Is it truly going to be just a standalone movie? I mean, you see there Marvel 2020. Oh, that's a new emblem. Cool. And the 20th Century Fox as it is. So, yeah, I'm just still kind of wondering what's going on because, the whole matter of what are they doing with the X-Men and Fantastic Four properties. They've, been said they're coming into the MCU, but will it be in the sense that they will be still Marvel Studios, completely proper movies within that world, introduce some reason for mutants now, and there's a number of things you could probably explore after, yeah, again after Thanos and the glove and everything, or we know upcoming from WandaVision and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, something to do with magic, or are because we know, of course, Deadpool has been said is going to continue to be the same Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is going to be merged into the MCU. So, or will it be that the Fox properties, well, I mean, which are the X Men and everything, and of course we're going to reboot them. I don't think they're going to keep anyone from the old regime except Ryan Reynolds, and maybe this cast, yeah, end up being like an alternate dimension, part of the multiverse, and that they can just cross over from time to time, or there's like see, the second new or secret worlds events where everything is merged, and then they all become part of one universe, but it's still technically a Fox movie. I don't know. So many questions, so many questions. Um, so yeah, that is my reaction, my thoughts, questions on it. If any of you have any thoughts, questions as far as this whole situation, I mean, how does the movie look first of all to you? For those who are non, hardcore comic fans, to those who are comic fans and know these characters, like I do. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding it. And then also, like I said, going forward, how do you think this will play, if in any way, to the MCU? I mean, will it just be the last of the Fox X-Men franchise, and that is it? Or do you think they will maybe try to pull something Kevin Feige with his magic, with some kind of cutscene cameo or something that will link it into the MCU, and they kind of use it as a soft intro into the universe. You know, if they had taken out the word mutant in that trailer, you know, then I could I could see it being somehow that they did cut it somehow that it's still pretty much the original director's cut with one or two things that make it seem like this is something more, something new that has popped up. But again, as this is coming out in April, which is MCU wise, um, probably too soon to give any type of working explanation, because we have Black Widow in May, and then New Mutants in April. But I'm saying, and then the next MCU movie is Eternals. They only have two this year, like I said, unless they somehow backdoor this into it. But yeah, I know most likely, again, Kevin Feige's a smart man and everything, and you know, uh, unless somehow he just cherry picks some things, most likely going to be like, this is a completely different universe. Which again, that's the great thing about Marvel and DC with the multiverse. They can technically still exist together, just not in the same normal reality. So, but I have a feeling they're gonna just shy away from all that and be like, yeah, we're all completely different, and New Mutants is the last vestige of that. Which again, Deadpool is still going to cross over somehow, can't canonically. So yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. So yeah, anyone, give me your thoughts. As always, appreciate those of you who are subscribed, who even bothered to still check out any of my videos. Much love, much appreciation, and thanks for watching. Peace.